All right, here we go. Good morning, everyone. Ooh, that sun's bright. Um, Welcome. Today we're going to play a little bit with the upper body again, shoulders and that kind of stuff. So always be mindful of your practice and how you're, what you're doing and how much you're doing. If you missed Wednesday's class, go online because we rocked core a lot and you want to do it. And also today, as we work with upper body, we're going to do a little bit of kind of sliding on the floor. So if you have a blanket or a towel, if you have a bare floor, that will work. And if you don't and you're on carpet, then you should be able to slide for what we're doing. All right, so with all of that, let's find a good spot to sit. Roll the shoulders. And then take them right up to the ears and drop them down. Good, 2 more just like that. Bring them up. Drop them down, 1 more squeeze and drop them down, and then find your happy place on your mat. And while you're finding that seat, whether your legs are crossed or straight or you're sitting on a block, none of that matters. You want to take care of all of these joints involved in sitting. But just check out your posture, make it easy. Don't squeeze anything, but just see if the shoulders can come to the side body. Sometimes I'll bend my elbows and just see if my elbows are kind of sitting up around my hips, right? So down here as opposed to forward. And then let the hands come down, the back of the head drawing toward the back body a little bit so that that spine, that neck lines up. And then take in the breath and let it go. And exhale. Good, 1 more. And exhale. And I want to show you a little bit of a focusing tool for breathing. I've been doing it in the mornings when I meditate to try to keep me a little more focused. So wherever your hands are, if they're on your legs, if they're kind of tucked in a little bowl at your lap, wherever they are for you. As you inhale, I want you to just take 1 finger and tap like up to the count of 4. And then exhale to the count of 4. So super simple, just inhaling as you tap your finger and exhale. And you can inhale and hear the count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is something about the tapping, the feel of the tapping on your body, or if your hands are at your lap, that tapping at the back of the hand that gives you a focus point for the number you're counting, the breath you're taking, the body awareness. If 4 is super easy, go ahead and increase that to 5 or 6 or 7 and just breathe. The count is your own. It can be fast, it can be slow. As you breathe, as you feel this, just something a little bit different. And as I've been doing this every morning, I start to notice that the tapping calms me down a little bit or gets me kind of settled a little bit. So we're creating this habit or this sensation that the tap is a part of this relaxation response, this mindfulness response. Good. A few more right here. Just play with it. Last one. And then let your eyes open and kind of notice how that made you feel. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to your heart. Interlace, press up, everybody. Exhale, curl it in, little bit of seated cat and cow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, curl it in. Good, one more here. Inhale, stretch. Exhale as you curl, stay and just kind of stretch the arms in this curled position. So you're staying here and it's just like you're rocking a baby or something, or swinging on a swing. Good. And then the next time you press the hands out, press them up and pause. And then maybe reach the arms back a little bit and then come back in. So it's kind of like we're doing the same thing. The elbows are soft. Don't overstretch anything. Don't overstretch the ribs. Don't overstretch the arms. Good. One more here. And release it all the way down. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, one hand down, the other one over. Pause here. And feel the low belly engage, right? So there's this engagement, but you don't want this to collapse when you engage. So feel the chest lift and then pull the shoulder back, look back, look back. So you're bending the elbow, everybody. Yep. And then reach it over your knee. We've been playing with this one for a while. It's like you're pulling back a rope. Imagine if you stretch over that knee and you grab a piece of rope and you're pulling it back behind you. Yeah, good. And just one more here. Pull, pull, pull. Hold that. Hold that. So you're in a cactus arm with that hand, and then take your other hand to your knee and hold the top arm up. You're going to feel that shoulder starting to work already. And then take that back arm, cross it over. We've done this before. I realize I'm all in black, so you can't see a thing. Bend the elbows. Maybe you tuck down. This is going to depend on your back and on your hip flexibility, so don't overdo it. And then press it up, release, open it up big. Exhale, hands to your heart, press it up, open the ribs. Exhale, curl into cat. Good. And take it up, release those arms. Whew, good. Roll it out. Take the other hand, press that to the floor softly, soften that shoulder, and then a little bit of tone to the low belly, but not a collapse of the chest. And just kind of notice that. How's that feel for you? And then bend the elbow and look back behind you. Open your chest. Good. And then reach over your knee and pull it back. So sometimes, right, as we work through the different joints, the different muscles, the movement, the dynamic movement is really good for opening things up as opposed to, or in addition to, the static movement of the hold. Good. One more here. Pull it back, hold, cactus kind of arm, right? And then take your back arm and come into a twist, but leave the cactus arm there. It's harder. I find this way harder than putting the hand down. Breathe and then cross your elbows. Grab your other leg. Maybe you're sitting up tall. Maybe you're coming down. Find your breath. And then press it up. Release. Open it up. Good. Take it up. Interlace the hands. Press up. Last one here. Curl it in. Press it up, lift those ribs and let it go. Good. Roll everything out, everybody. And then straighten the legs. I'm going to take the top shirt off so you can just see the arms a little better, and it's warming up in here, so I think we'll be okay. Chilly morning here in Florida. All right. Oh, that's better. All right. So straighten the legs, shake them out. You can be sitting on a pillow or not. I've got my toe socks on. Good. And point and flex. Why I felt the need to tell you that. I don't know. Good. So hands down at your sides and just point and flex your feet. Just point, flex. Good. And then turn all the toes out. External rotation. Turn all the toes in and out and in. So, when you do this, like really see where your range of motion is, and everybody's gonna be different, right? Some of you are gonna be pointing more upward. Your hips don't work that way. And then turn them in and see where that rotation is there. For me, this is way harder. Good. One more out, one more in. Flex your feet. Find Dandasana. Breathe. Lift one leg. Find that. Take the arms up. Here we go. Warming up. Breathe. Bend the knee. Step over your leg. Lift up really tall. So I don't think I said legs. So if your right leg is crossed over, you're going to take your right arm in cactus arm and then place your elbow to your knee. And breathe. Imagine separating. Yep, separating this. Lynn, I think you're backwards. Yeah, there you go. And breathe. And it doesn't matter. If you went the other way, don't even worry about it. And inhale. Let's do it the other way. This is Lynn's pose. Breathe. Good. Take it up. Lift the leg. Press it out. Let it all go and roll out. And breathe. Good. Take the other leg up. Find that, right? Big, strong leg. Take the arms up. Keep your chest lifted. Bend the knee. Step it over. Lift up, lift up, lift up really tall. Whichever knee is bent, take that arm to cactus and twist, and then drop the other elbow, wherever it is. If you're better with the arm around the knee instead of the elbow to the knee, stay there. Lift up nice and tall in the chest. And then inhale, take the arms up. Let's go the other way. We should have a pose named after all of us, right? And take those arms up. Really hold on to that beach ball. Lift the leg, press it out, shake it out, and let it go. All right. Good. Shake everything out. I'm going to take the toe socks off now. They'll never go back on, not in class, because it takes too long. Good. Straighten the legs, point your toes, and flex. Good. One more. Point and flex. So I want you to sit up really tall. Bend your right leg. I'll mirror here. You're going to grab behind your thigh and take that leg up to the ceiling. So when we do this, couple things, right? That straight leg that's on the floor, super grounded. The hand can come down to support you, or it can come up. If you're collapsing anywhere in the back of your spine, the back of your body, hand stays down. Good. Breathe. Now imagine pulling that leg back into your hand, like push the leg down, but resist. Hold. See if you can release. Woo! Breathe. Lower down. Woo! Shake that out, everybody. Life is good. All right, same thing, other side. Keep your right leg down, bend and extend up. Your hand is behind your thigh. First, I just want you to get the body alignment for this, right? No dropping back, keep it lifted. Feel that, and then imagine, maybe you take the hand up, maybe it's to the floor, push that leg down into your hand. So you've really activated psoas in particular. Breathe. See if you can let go. Woo! Breathe, everybody. That's it. And lower down. Roll it. it out. Take the legs to Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet are together. If that's really difficult for you, cross the legs, or maybe you can find another way and just let the inner thighs form up. So you can, I don't like the word bounce in yoga. Bouncing can be problematic if we're not paying attention, but you can wiggle, just like, like wiggle a little bit, right? You can flutter. You can flutter those legs, don't bounce them. And then pause here in your Baddha Konasana. Breathe. If you can, let go of the legs. One, the hands stay behind again, so you can keep the back body nice and sweet and tall, or you take the arms up and cross elbows. So this requires more core than you think, right? Because what's your body want to do? It wants to roll back. So press up, press tall, press the head into the arms. Big deep breath. Take the arms up, exhale down, take those knees back together, woo, and just crisscross or straighten them out. All right, almost done here, and then we're going to get off our butts. One hand to chest. I want you to pretend that there's a wall here, okay? And with that wall, you're going to stretch the arm back into the wall. Good, and then take it forward. And then angle it up a little bit. And forward. The hand on the chest is keeping you from overly twisting. I want you to stay right in the joint. Good, take the arm straight up. And down, back, start angle again. And down, good. Maybe another angle, get into the chest. And down, open straight out. And then angle a couple more times down toward the floor. So muscles go in all kinds of directions here, right? They're not all facing the same way. And then switch sides. I love that stretch. You can do it at a wall. If your hand's at a wall, you just move your hand up and down the wall. All right, here we go. So stretch back and bring it forward. And then a little angle. And maybe you feel some of those muscles stretching underneath your hand. If this hurts the shoulder, find the angle that doesn't. Good, you're starting to make your way back, but take the time, like don't just move the arm, find the stretch. There you go. And side. Good, and then maybe a couple down. Breathe, especially if your chest is tight, if you're doing a lot of computer work, a lot of push-ups, things like that, and then shake it out, everybody. Good, roll the shoulders and just get a sense of how that feels. Take one arm and bring it across your chest. When you do that, drop that shoulder right away because we'll tend to hike up. Good, drop it. And switch sides. Shoulders. And shake it all out. Good, let's come on up, table pose. If you want something under your knees, this would be a great time to do that. You can always have your blocks nearby. Yeah. And then coming to table pose, I want you to think about a couple of things here. When your hands are on the floor, I want you to push the hands away isometrically. So try to pull your arms away. And then try to squeeze them back together. And then pull and squeeze. Good, one more here. Just pull them apart isometrically and bring them back together. And then if you can, I want you to press back into a child's pose without moving your hands. If that doesn't work, puppy stretch is a good option. Round up into cats, release into cow pose. Come to center and then take your left hand up to the ceiling. Good, just breathe. Stretch it out. Release that hand to the floor. Press out. Press in. Good, press out. Press them in so it's barely moving. Normal, just kind of relax, not pressed out or in. Sit back if you can. round up, curl up. Good, cat and cow. Neutral spine, the right arm goes up. And breathe. Take that down. Press out, we're almost done. Press in, squeeze back, curl up, release, left arm up, stretch out those wings, everybody. Optional here, eye of the needle. That left arm goes down and under. We drop down to our forehead or temple. We stretch out the other arm. Good, just breathe. Notice. One more good breath here, stretching out the shoulders. And then take the right hand under the right shoulder. Press the left arm up again. Reach it up. And exhale, let go. Last one, press out isometrically with the hands. We're just activating some muscles. And then press in. Press out. Press in. Reach back if you can, hips to heels. Curl up. Tuck up, or other way, you know what I mean. Good, neutral spine, right arm up. Curl, tuck, tilt, lordy. Exhale, eye of the needle, down we go. You can release the left arm so that that hand is up toward the top of your mat. Take a big deep breath, everybody. And let that breath go. Good, one more. And exhale. And then left hand under left shoulder, take the right arm all the way up again. And exhale, let it go. Nice job, everybody. All right, so table pose, press out, press in, sit back, round up, curl up, neutral spine, downward facing dog. Good, from down dog, pedal it out. Let's get it all shaken out. Check your hands, check your shoulders, right? So hands are grounded, the pads of those fingers pressing into your mat. You should feel the external rotation of those shoulders. The arms are not bowing out, nor are they curling in. And then take your feet wide on the mat. Walk your hands back. Bend the knees and come on up. Whew, good. Roll it out, everybody. Shake it out. And then come wide on your mat. So I am a firm believer of a good warm up, as you all know if you've been taking my classes. I took an online class the other day where he got into some really hard poses within the first 10 minutes. And I was really sore the next day because I wasn't warmed up. So that was, for me, reinforcement that we warm up first. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale to your heart, come on down for a squat. So we know this by now, right? I don't have to repeat it every time. So squat well. You don't have to go this wide or this low. Make sure the knees are tracking your feet and not rolling in. You know who you are because I know you're watching right now. Breathe, roll the shoulders, hands to your heart. Press up, stand up. Exhale, curl down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, curl down. Good, 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Good, exhale. Last one, press up. Exhale down, release your hands to your thighs. You can come out of your squat at any point. Now, remember what we did seated? Want you to hold this, keep your torso tall, and then with whichever finger, tap for 5 breaths up, 5 breaths down. We're holding the pose. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Hands to heart. Press it up, stand up, hold here. I know, right? So hopefully the tapping, one, calmed you down, and two, took your mind off your squat. Good, release everybody. Roll it out and heel toe back in. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, little baby squat, chair pose. Breathe. If you can, twist to one side, elbow to knee. Breathe. If that is too deep for you, for your spine, take your hand to your knee instead. You're looking over that top elbow. Breathe. Come to center. See if you can hold the squat. Go to the other side. Big deep breath. Come to center. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to your heart. Roll it out. Shake it out. Good job. Come on back. Whew. Right. So now we're warm. Now that heat's warm. So the remote is over there if you need it to turn it off. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Soften the knees. Step back with your right leg. Grab your blocks. Place them underneath your hands. Either your lunge is high or low. You know who you are, right? Maybe that knee down is a better option for you. Your left hand, or sorry, your right hand stays on the block. The left arm goes up. And breathe. Find that wingspan again. And then take that top arm and reach the elbow back like we're pulling, and then reach over and tap the floor in front of you. Pull it up slow, pull the elbow back and reach forward. Good, here we go, one more. Breathe and forward. Now your hands can stay on your blocks if they're low. We're going to down dog, so you decide if you want to keep the blocks there or not. Just make sure you're not pushing those blocks away. Good, fire up the upper back. Come to plank. Find your breath. Table pose, kind of rough table pose. Pull the arms apart. Bring them back together. Sit back on the heels. Round up. And then tuck or curl. Neutral spine, downward facing dog. You could do all that without the blocks in your hands. When you're ready, step forward, right leg. And breathe. Here we are, other side. Fire up those legs. Make sure your alignment is good. Your left hand stays on the block, the right arm goes up. So the more and more and more we move this lovely complicated joint, right? The more movement, the more reach, the more ability we have. Good. And then pull the elbow back. And then reach it forward, tap the floor. Inhale, pull the elbow back and reach. Good. And again. And reach. Nice job. Take that arm up. Exhale it down to the floor or to your block. One more round here, down dog. You can always stay in down dog. Table pose, roughly table. Sit back. I think I forgot plank. Haha. Round up. Curl up. Neutral spine. Let's get our plank in there. Woo! It's a downward facing dog. Take the feet wide. Step off your blocks if your hands are there. Walk them back. Bend the knees, hands to knees. Come on up. Roll it out. Roll, roll, roll. Roll, roll, roll your boat. And breathe. Good. Come on wide again. Wide is always relative, right? I have long legs. I go wide. You have shorter legs. Don't go so wide. There was a whole like 50-something minute webinar on how wide your feet should be in Warrior. I was like, really? No, I'm sorry. Good on them. All right, bend the knees, everybody. Hold in through the belly. Open those arms. Cross one elbow under the other. Just remember which one. Come to eagle arms. Woo. And then give me big circles. And you can move kind of the legs and the hips with them. Just be mindful of where your knees are tracking. Circle. Circle the other way. That's it. Use those legs. There was a whole study that the strength of the legs determined the length of your life. Breathe. Come back to center. Release. Open wide. Woo. Stand up. Interlace those hands. Press them up. Lift. Exhale. Curl. Inhale. Lift. Come on down. Woo. Take those arms out. I hope you remembered which elbow was under. Cross them again. Woo. Yeah, this is my tight side. Big deep breath. You can do this without the squat, by the way, and then circle. Think about it, right? Like, whoo, yeah, we are working all kinds of things here. Good, circle the other way. You got it. Almost done. And center, release, stand up. Exhale, interlace, lift. Exhale, curl. Shake it out. Heel toe in. Inhale, we got another chair coming. Exhale, here we go. Roll the shoulders. Breathe. Imagine stepping hard on this one leg. See if you can just lift the other. Yep. Set it down. Shift. Even if you don't lift, you can come to toes, right? And see if you can lift. It's a standing squat, single leg standing squat. Press it down. Optional again, come to twist. Center, twist. Center, inhale all the way up. And exhale, let it go. Shake it out. Good job, everybody. Woo-hoo. Breathe back to the front of your mat. Inhale it all the way up. Exhale it all the way down. Hands can come to blocks. That's okay with me. Soften the knees, step back, right leg. We're right back where we were before. The first thing I want you to do is take the left arm up and breathe. Notice. Circle the arm forward and then just press it back behind you. And as you press back, see if you can open the chest. So little bit of a twist, right? I've pulled that top shoulder back. I'm kind of looking up toward the wall, toward the ceiling, and then release that. Switch sides however you would like. You can pause in down dog and then switch right foot forward. Breathe. Find that twist lunge. Breathe, everybody. You got this. Good, strong pose, right? And then see if you can open up that chest. And breathe. You can have a straight arm. You can have a bent arm. What feels good? Judy, don't overturn that wrist. Yeah, straighten the hand more. And take it up. Good. Come to plank. Lower the knees, so half plank. Make sure you don't have your butt up. There you go. Better, better. Good. I want you to see, make sure your blocks are steady. See if you can just take one hand to one shoulder. And then drop, switch sides. This should be pretty easy. If you're working with shoulder stuff, shoulder injuries, maybe you stay here. So switch a couple more times. When you switch, make sure that hand is solid. And then pause. See if you want to try the plank, full plank version of this. When you're ready, one side. And then down, switch. Try not to over sway the hips, they will sway. Down, one more, both sides. This is all strength, everybody. Down, switch, down, knees down. Sit back, child pose, hero pose. Stretch out the shoulders. Find your breath. Whew. Good, we got one more here. So I want you to come back to table and right foot forward. This time the left knee is staying down. So let's just come into a nice, easy, low lunge. Take your hands to your knees, lift the torso, get a nice stretch for that left front thigh. Take the arms up. Find your breath. I know, you got this. You got this. And then take both hands down, but take your, you don't even need, yeah, the blocks are kind of nice. Take your right hand inside your right foot. So you're going to kind of head your elbow toward your block. You don't have to touch. That's really deep. So don't feel like you got to touch that. And then you're going to push it up to the sky. So you're going to rotate, palm out, palm in, take it low. Take it up, take it in. It's like you're spiraling that arm. You can take that block higher, by the way, right? Don't feel like you got to touch. Touching the block is not the goal. Reach, last one, tap, and reach up, hold. Exhale, release it. You're just going to switch sides. So take your right hand back outside, press back, switch legs. First, find the lunge. Take your hands to your knee. Open up your torso. Take the arms up. Big deep breath, everybody. And then take the hands down. Take your left hand block inside. You can move that left leg out of the way. And it's the same thing. And like I said before, you can take that block up as high as you want. It's not about tapping the block, okay? So go down toward your block. Notice your palm is in. Spiral it and take it out. Turn it and bring it in. Spiral it out. Good, 3 more. Squeeze. Exhale, right, breathe everybody. And up. We got one left. And up. Good, take that hand down. Take the blocks out of the way for now. Down dog, last one here, I think. Well, not really, now that I think about it. Breathe, let that head be nice and long. Hold your pose if you can. This is also working with strength. As we hold down dog, we work with endurance, we work with that muscle energy. Take the feet wide. Come on back. Bend the knees and take it all the way up. And roll it out. Right? It's like, whoo, good. And just take the arms and kind of give yourself a hug one way. And then take it the other way. And then go back to the first way and take the ear to one side. And then center, take it to the other side. Take the head center, switch arms. Take it one way. Center, take it the other way. And center, good. Take the arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Roll the shoulders back. You okay, girls? You can turn it off too. There's an off button. Good. So take those hands behind you. Sorry, we warmed up really quickly in the little studio. We had the heat on this morning. Take those hands behind you, interlace, and then just press them back. Don't overdo again, but feel the chest lift. There you go, Betty. So it's like this first, this second, right? So you feel the chest lift, the shoulder blades draw down and in, and you're just holding. If you can press the palms together, go ahead and do that. If you can't, don't worry about it. And breathe. And then release the shoulders. Notice which way you have your hands interlaced. Put your other thumb on top, so switch. Feels really weird, it always does to me, right? Lift the chest, press the arms. See if you can press the palms. Just breathe. And shake it out, release. Just give it some love, right? Circle it out. Good. All right, so let's just do eagle since it just seems to make sense with all the, I was gonna do a different balance pose, but I love eagle too. You can use your block, you can use a wall space, you cannot use your block. I'll demo with the block first, just so we have options for everybody out there. So eagle pose, the arms make it harder, just so you know, once you block your view, your balance is tougher. The legs and knees gotta be bent. They just have to be bent in order for you to wrap yourself around. So for some, you're gonna shift into the standing leg wherever your block is, and then step over. You're gonna bend both knees like you're sitting in a nice high nest. And then notice that, right? So some of you were here, you take the arms out, you release and bend those elbows and come into eagle. I love this version because you can play without hurting the knees. Now, here's the thing about it. I want you to press your thighs toward each other and feel how that makes the energy of the legs a little bit better. Good, breathe, release, and come out. And exhale. Switch sides. I do love this version. A lot of people don't do eagle because they're like, I can't twist into a pretzel. And this is a great option. So knees are soft. You're gonna lean into the one leg, step over. It's just the kind of the ball mound that is on the block. Bend the knees, squeeze the thighs, take the arms out. And then cross your elbows and come into your version of eagle arms, which may not be this full thing, right? It might be more here with the elbows apart. Sit in it a little bit if you can. Press the thighs together, which means that bottom thigh is pushing up into the top thigh and the top thigh is pressing down. Big deep breath. And then release. Shake it out. So one, you come back to that. One, you come back to your block. Two, and again, maybe you're near the wall. So here we go again. You're gonna soften the knees and you're gonna step over. Maybe you got a big toe on the floor. That's harder than the block. Maybe you don't do the whole arm wrap, your hands stay here. Two, you see if you can wrap the foot all the way around, one, or you just take the foot to the inside shin. Find your balance. You gotta bend your knees, push the thighs towards each other. Open the arms. Whew. I am flying already. Cross elbows and come into your eagle pose. Oh. And release. Woo, that was one shaky eagle. I'm a fledgling. All right, here we go. Same thing, other side. You got your toe, you got the inside of your, or the outside of your shin. I realize it said inside. Or you got the toe wrapped around. If this hurts your knee at all, please don't do it. Squeeze the thighs toward each other. Arms out. And cross. And breathe. Find that calmness in the storm, right? and release. Shake it out. Good job, everyone. Just roll those hips. And come on back to your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale it down. Just pause. You can take your feet wide. Let it be a really sweet forward fold. Your hands can always be on your shins or on your blocks. In a forward fold, think about tilting your pelvis, or another way to think about that is to lift up from the sit bones, right? So your sit bones are here. What if you lifted those up? Ooh, yeah, feel that change in the stretch. Good, downward facing dog. Down dog should feel so good right now. Breathe. Don't over scrunch the shoulders. Press into the index finger. Lower your knees. And just take a moment. Child's pose, hero pose, whatever feels good to you. We're going to do a little bit of sliding after this. So you just want to make sure you've got some room in front of your mat. I may even fold mine over just so we've got a good view here. And then you're going to come on down to your belly and you're going to pick your slide of choice, right? So I've got a blanket here. I wouldn't make the blanket super thick. So maybe it's folded more kind of this way than that way. Again, if you're on carpet, you should be able to slide back and forth. I didn't ask for you all to get paper plates, but that would certainly be another option for another time. Place your elbows on the blanket and then come on down. Now, my low back folks, just be gentle. You know, you can always come forward more so you're not quite in the back bend that's too deep for you. This is just Sphinx pose. So breathe. And then press your elbows and your hands into the blanket or into your carpet. Carpet, you'll have to be lighter. And slowly slide out until your forehead comes toward the floor. The shoulders are reaching, so extend the arms. There you go, Betty, better. And then press in to slide back. Yep. Okay, so now you got the move, right? The legs are not really active. The tops of the feet are pressing into the floor. Try not to over scrunch the glutes because your low back will feel that. But try not to be too loose either. So a little bit of activation. Here we go. We're going to do, let's do 10 of these. Here we go. Take it out. Extend good. So extend long and squeeze in. That's 9. And out. Make sure the head goes down and then lifts up at the end. And that's 8. 7. When you come back, you can squeeze like, right? You feel that a little bit more. And down. 7. Don't forget to breathe. 6. 5. Yep. 4. Don't let the elbows splay. Keep them in. 3. And 2. And 1. Good. And then just relax on your blanket and come on down. You can shake out the hips. You can bend the knees and windshield wiper. And then take it down. Now, if that was challenging for you, I want you to stay at that level for now, okay, until you feel a little bit stronger. The second option is going to be you're coming into Sphinx again, same thing, but the hands are doing the work. So maybe you move the blanket out just a little bit so your hands are more mid blanket. and you're only using your hands to press in. Takes more work, right? Here we go for 10. Here's 1. And 2. Inhale as you extend out. Exhale as you squeeze in. That's 3. Holy moly, I know. 4. This is 5. Come on. You got this. Say it. I got this. Woo! 7. And 8. And 9. Come on, one more. 10. Woo! And let it come on down. Oh, nice job, everybody. Though it doesn't take much, does it? No. And breathe. All right, so you're going to take that blanket, and if you got it kind of wide, just fold it in half. If you're using a towel, it's going to be plenty. Have your body back on your mat so that you're not laying on a hard floor. Again, if you're on carpet, it's okay. So you're just going to take one hand on your blanket or on your towel, and you might turn it sideways and better your blocks will be in the way. Yeah, so you don't want anything on your side. We're doing little snow angels here, okay? Your head is either resting on your hand or on a block, which really feels like crap. So, so let it rest on your hand. And you're going to take one arm out to the side. Now, here's the thing. I can slide this all day long. It's not that hard. Push down on whatever you're sliding. Here we go. So take it out and slide it up. You're doing like little half circles, maybe even 3/4 circles if you've got the room. And slide, push on that blanket or that towel or the floor. Best you can. I know carpet isn't great for this. Good. Let's do 5 more. Push. And up. 4. 3. Woo. 2. You got it. And 1. Take it right to your side. And then push out and in like you're doing a little. Everybody's cleaning my floor for me today. 5. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, so we're going to switch sides. You may have to roll to another direction just so you have access. These are little sneaky things, but they can really work the muscles, especially the smaller ones. Whew. Your hand is on your blanket. Your head is in neutral position. Push down on the blanket towel, whatever you got going on, and take it down to your side and up and overhead. Good. If you have the range of motion to take it across toward that opposite side of your mat, that's even better. Breathe. If this is really hard, don't press as hard, right? If you don't press as hard, you won't use as much muscle. And I'm not pressing hard, by the way. I'm just making sure I got good contact. Good. I haven't been counting, so I'll say we have 4 left. 4, 3, and 2. Good. 1 more. And 1. Take it straight out from your shoulder and give me 10 fairly quick. Just push it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yep. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, and just let go for now. Good. Come back to a regular Sphinx. Lengthen the tailbone, tone in through the belly. Want you to press into your hands if you can, lift the elbows 1 inch. Don't hike the shoulders. Don't let the elbows splay out either. I know. So they tell you that when you're teaching kids, don't say don't so much. So do keep your elbows in. Do press into your hand. You got it, everybody. Push into your hands. Draw the shoulders back. Lengthen through your spine. See if you can take one hand off the mat. Woo! I know. Press that down. See if you can get the other one off the mat. Press that down. Lower down. Take the hands out to the sides of your mat, off your mat. Press up maybe to a variation of cobra. If that hurts, you're too high. If your shoulders are hiked up, bend the elbows. Good, breathe. Kristen, press the feet down more. Yes, so you're not curling in quite so much. And then everybody lay down. Whew. Good, turn over to one side. Make a little cushion for your head with your arm. Blanket. Bend the knees, just curl and pause. Good, you're gonna take that top hand down to your hip and then just reach it up and let it drape over your head. The fingers come to the floor. Just pause it right here. If your hand doesn't come to the floor, that's okay. Good, and then take that top arm, bring it to your waist. Bend your top leg. See if you can grab your big toe or your leg anywhere. Take that leg up. Let the top shoulder be heavy here. Like don't overreach with it. Just let it be heavy. Breathe. Good. Keep the limbs up, but release the hand. And then slowly lower them both again away from you. So one is going, they're both going straight. Good. Release. Go to the other side. Good. Nice, soft, easy pose here. The top arm goes down to your hip. And then reach it up and take it overhead. Just let it drape wherever it is. Breathe. And take that top arm up, bend your knee. See if you can reach any part of that leg or your big toe. Take it up to the ceiling. Find your pose. Hand to big toe. It's again a variation. Sometimes we do this with a bent bottom knee. It's more stable. Sometimes we'll do it with a straight leg. Let go. Both limbs go long, one in one direction, one in the other. Good. Release. If you have a blanket, I want you to go ahead and press up just enough to take your blanket into a roll. So it's going to be kind of a longish roll. You can, so this would be appropriate. You can even go longer if you want. And take it into a nice roll, and then take that roll to the top of your mat. So here's the deal. We're going to lay on it. By the way, you might want to put your sweater on, your shirt on, because we are definitely headed towards Shavasana. When you lay on your roll, I want your neck and head on the roll. So this is an upper back opening, but with the support of your head and your neck. So don't worry about where it lands at the end, but just that your head and your neck are supported. Now, if it lands in a funky spot, like in your low back and you're doing a big arch there, then just lower down as long as your head and neck are supported. And then you can take the arms out either in cactus pose or down at your sides. Your head is neutral, your head and neck. You can straighten your legs or keep them bent. If your legs are straight, really relax them. Like, don't hold them tight or anything. Feel the chest stretch in a neutral plane, right? So that the head, the neck, and the back spine are all lined up. And just breathe. Now, if you find that your chin is really lifting here, either take a pillow under your head or curl the top end of your blanket to create a little bit higher pillow. I'm not demoing that very well, but so that the head raises up a little bit. And then just pause here. And while you're here, without thinking too much about it, I want you to do a slow count where you tap each finger with your thumb. So just a slow 1, 2, 3, 4 as you inhale, and then 4, 3, 2, 1 as you exhale. Your arms should be relaxed. Good. Few more of these counts. And then let the count go, let the tapping go. Soften the jaw and the belly. Maybe shift the arms lower so that the chest can relax. And then you decide from here, either this is going to be your Shavasana or you'll take the blanket out and maybe place it under the knees instead or under the thighs and come to a more neutral spine. Hands can even rest on the low belly if that feels good. And take in the breath. So as you go deeper into your Shavasana, just realize, again, without thinking about it too much, that that tap can be used in a number of places. The tap that goes with the breath. It can be when you are trying to sleep and your mind is racing. It can be when you are in traffic and you want to calm down a little bit, right? Sitting at a red light. So think about the number of places where maybe you could just use a little bit more focus, a little more calming, and try that little technique and see if it helps. Sink down even deeper. For those of you who are ready, start to deepen the breath a little bit, wiggling your toes and your fingers. And draw your knees up to your chest. Rock side to side, and then curl over to one side. Pause there. And then come on up, all the way up to your seated pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow to your own inner wisdom and strength and compassion. In yoga, we practice all of those things. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.